Right then, welcome back everyone to Angler Calm. Now, in this video today, I am on Kingfisher and I've come back for more tench. However, bit actually guttering. The peg that I did want to fish, someone is fishing it. So unfortunately, I've had to go with the next best peg that I know on this lake. And the main reason why I'm making this video today is to catch big tench. I'm also going to be using the Census red ground, I think it's Census, red ground bait, which is designed for tench, so Census. And red ground bait is something that I don't use very often in my fishing. We're after a big tench, we're after a decent sized tench today. Now there is some very nice tench in here and some go beyond £5. I'm not sure if we'll get any out today. I'm hoping so. That's why I want to give me best chance to drop the rig on the spot. We'll be using the method feeder. I'm going to tell you about what bait I use. If you do want any of the bait that I use in this, apart from the Census stuff, I use all Olympian baits and Westies baits. They're the baits that I love and swear by. I'm not sponsored. It's just the baits I use and love. There'll be a link, first line in the description with a 5% discount code that you can get off your order. Check that out if you want. It's very good stuff. I love using the bait. I swear by it. It's brilliant and it's what I have confidence in. And if you do enjoy this video, get subscribed to my YouTube channel. It's free of charge, doesn't cost you a penny. We are fast approaching 3,000 subscribers. Insane. Thank you everyone to the support, all the nice comments. And yeah, I appreciate all you lot. So let's get cracking. Look at the state of my hands, this stuff is ridiculous. So this is how I've mixed it. I'm not riddling it because I'm just essentially using this as feed in the boatman. All I want is basically when I squeeze it into a ball, I want it to sink straight away. It will break up nicely. That is the mix that I'm hoping is going to attract these tench. Right, I just can't believe what's happened. So an angler on the far bank, I think he's leaving in the peg that I absolutely love. So I think I'm going to have to get all this and move it up to that peg. It's just too tempting. Honestly, I'd hate it if I didn't move. This might be fate. It's a good job I didn't put that bait out because I was literally going to send it out on the bait boat just as the angler left and I just saw him getting up. So obviously I'll make sure that all his stuff's gone before I go making the move. But yeah, I really do love that peg. And as well, if you look at the wind direction, it is going that way. I'm not saying that makes a difference because I've had it before where I've fished on the opposite end of the wind and actually done quite well. But I just can't help going to that spot. So yeah, let's make the move. Kind of good timing really. So I have seen some fish move. The chap who was fishing this peg, he gave me some nice information. He has put a bit of bait in, but he was fishing on the pole and I'm going to go out a bit further to end of them trees. So I'm hoping by putting this in, it shouldn't ruin it too much. And also he was saying that he's had a lot of crusions, but not many tench. I'm just kind of after that one decent fish and yep, all that's come out nicely. Again, I'm only going to put one big ball in because I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to be using today the Olympian baits, micro pellets. I really do like these. They bind very well and they do stick like anything. I'm also going to be using to just give these pellets some extra flavour and stuff because last time I used the double nut Westies pellets on and they did really well, and I think because of the nutty smell it kind of probably reminds of the tench of hemp. I'm not sure if I'm right what I'm saying, but I feel like that's sort of what it does. I could be wrong, but I guess it just gives me confidence. As I've mentioned, I can't stress this enough. I'm not sponsored by Westie or anything like that. I just love using the Westies products. When I reviewed them, I was dead impressed. And to be honest, they've caught me more fish than all. The hook bait I'm going to be using is a hook bait that I honestly swear by for tench. These are the Potent Sweet Corn 7x8 Westies wafters. I have caught more tench on these. When me and the missus come last Sunday, we had 14 tench between us on these sweet corn wafters. They are insanely good. Right, so something I don't do much. I tell you a lot about the rigs, but I'm just going to show you what they are. So I've got a simple Drennan method feeder. I absolutely love these things. With a Guru QM1. I didn't have time to tie my own up, so I always have some pre-tied ones, Guru QM1s just in case. And then, as I mentioned, a Westies Potent Sweet Corn wafter on that one. And then the next one is a simple Preston hybrid feeder, again with the Westies Sweet Corn. All are free running as well to comply with the fishery rules. That's the rigs. Let's get out. To be fair, as nice as it is for me in this lovely sun, it's definitely probably not good for tench fishing. I don't know why, for some reason I always find when the sun is out like this, it just changes pressure, it changes everything. There's a nice breeze and there's actually a nice tow on the lake and all the water's moving to the right hand side, funnily enough, where my right hand rod is. However, on this channel, you will see the most realistic fishing you will ever see. I don't go to lakes that are easy to fish. If anything, I go to the hard lakes. When I thought I was going to blank, everything changes like within the click of a finger. And I'm not saying it's going to happen today, you know, who knows. I always say when you go and have a fishing session, you just never know what is going to happen. But the whole purpose of this video is to catch a big one, and will that red ground bait help? Now, from experience and fishing this last week off camera, the bites came after like half an hour, maybe a bit longer. So that 25 minutes I said, I might be lying. I might have to leave them in there a bit longer. But either way, the main thing is we're out and looking at this beautiful scenery, and you just can't beat it, can you? Oh, I just had a big liner. Again though, the liner does seem like it's fish swimming into it, because if it were a tench technique, it would just scream off, because the bites on here are savage. When you get one off a good tench, oh my God, it's exciting, gets your heart racing. So folks, I think I know why we haven't caught all, because of the weighing scales. It is the first time I've brought my weighing scales, and I don't know why, because the fishing's so tough, very tough. I've actually just seen a little crucian feeding right on the top. I've actually never seen that before on here, but I'm probably just better off weighing my towel or me bottle of water. This is difficult. But yeah, I'm not sure if these will be getting used anytime soon, but there you go. The sun is starting to not be as bright. The clouds are covering it up nicely. I literally keep getting liners on this right hand one. I don't know if you can see the light alarms illuminated. It might be a bit different. Oh, there you go. You can just see them illuminated. You might see them go off in a minute. But as you can see, there's loads of fish moving just in that far corner, and I think they might be giving me, I think that's what might be giving me the liners. They might not be around the bait, I think. Whoa, that were a big drop back. Right then, so the action has been very quiet at the minute, and I do, as I've mentioned a million times before in this video, I think it's down to the sun. It's just really put them off. I did see some movement over there, but I've not really seen no signs of tench. I've not seen the jacuzzi bubbles anywhere. It is a little bit difficult because when the big gusts of wind come in, you just can't see anything on the top of the water. So I think what I'm going to do is bring the left hand rod in there and just fish one rod, and I think I'm going to fish it in that corner or maybe next to that tree, because that's where I've had the most. action, that's where we had those liners from. So I'm going to bring this one in now. But yeah, it's been a tough one, folks, to be honest. It really has. And when I did get here and I saw how warm the weather was, hey, oh, we're in. Oh my God, we're in. Don't come off, don't come off, don't come off. Wow, that was good timing. That was very good timing. I was literally about to bring the rod in as well. So I'm going to try and get this one reeled in. That's going to pull. It does feel like a tench. It feels like it's snagged actually. I don't know. Let me just try and get a bit of line on it. Right. I really don't want to lose this one, folks. I know it'll bolt straight for them lily pads if I do, so I'm going to have to keep a nice bend in this one. It's definitely stuck in them. Has it come out? Yeah, it's come out. This is going to be tough, this one, I tell you that for now. Oh, come on, do not go in there, do not go in there. Is it going to be big? That's the question. I don't know, we haven't seen it yet. Is it foul hooked? Oh no, actually it's not a bad size tench, that. Come on, in. Yes! Wow, we went from thinking I was going to blank to getting one. Okay, so finally a tench. And like I said, this is the one with like a funny lip. And it did a good fight last time. There you go. And as you can see, he's got a bit of a dodgy lip, probably a disformity when it was born and that. So what I'm going to do is get some water on it, and we're going to quickly weigh this tench and see what it is. Right, so I've just weighed this the net because I did forget to weigh this, and with weighing the net is about 10 ounce, so it was about one pound and so many ounce, but nevertheless it were a nice tench and we're not blanking. Right, so that was pretty good. I've brought the other rod in now, so we've only got one rod fishing, and I've gone back on the same spot. I've used the rest of my micros to bait up for one last chance for a big tench. If that's the only tench, then fair enough. You know, I feel like it is one of them days where you're lucky to even get one. The main thing is to never lose hope, folks, because you can always stand a chance of catching a fish. And plus, if you're on them and you know the good spots as well, then that always makes a big difference. And like I said, that one come to the potent sweet comb Westies wafters. I really do rate these for tench. And as I mentioned, I'm not just saying this, you know, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. Oh my God, we've just had another liner. Jesus, I need to hurry up and get this rig off, because if that goes off again. So I'll do this probably while I'm talking, but as I've said previously, you know, very happy with them wafters. And unfortunately, it's just been one of them days where you're just fishing for that one fish, and you just have to hope and pray that if you do get that one fish, that it is one of the big ones. Also, something I did want to mention, folks, is that these aren't a curse anymore, are they? Because we didn't blank, which I am very happy about. So yeah, I think I am going to call it a day there. It has been a very tough day, and to be honest with you, I do feel very lucky to have had that one tench sharp, to be honest, because it has been a slog. And it just shows you that the weather conditions can have a massive effect with how the fish are and stuff. I'm not saying that if it had been an overcast day that we would have had loads of bites, but I definitely think it would have made a massive difference. So like I said, I'm going to sign the video off here. If we do get any bites while I'm packing up, I will add it in at the end. I'll keep the tripod up and not make that mistake, because I've done it once before on the Mighty Trent, funnily enough, when we had to take off a barbel and my tripod were away, so I couldn't film the bit I wanted to film. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. To be honest with you, I've really enjoyed filming it. It's been a good video to film, and like I said, at least we didn't blank. And it goes back to my point that I mentioned at the start, to always keep faith and hope in that you're going to catch. And like I said, yes, I know it weren't the big monster tench that we was after. It was, I think, like I say, it was roughly about 1 pound and 2 ounce or 1 pound and 3 ounce, but still not a bad tench. At least it weren't a little tiddler. water, it is just great to see a tench, even if it does have a bit of a funny mouth. So that is pretty much it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like on it and post in the comments down below what your biggest tench is of this year so far, because I would be interested to find out. No line as well, they do have to be weighed, you know, you can't just lift it up and guess it, it has to be weighed. So yeah, get it in the comments below, what is your biggest tench of this year so far, because I would be interested to find out. Leave a like on it, share this video around, thank you for the support, and get smashing that subscribe button. We are very close now to 3,000 subscribers, which is just mental. So yeah, a big thank you to you lot, and if you're fishing in this glorious weather for tench, I hope you've had more than one, or even more so, I hope you've not blanked. See you later.